Hello and welcome to Spectrum TV News at 2. I am Francis Oyima, edit, coming to you live from the capital city of Akwa Ibom State. Let's take a look at the headlines. President Tinubu urges Muslims to imbibe Prophet Muhammad's virtues as Eid al-Maulud is celebrated today. Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umoina flags of 2023 Ibom Ignite Conference restates commitment to boost youth entrepreneurship. Plus, German cracks down on new Nazi sect argument craft for targeting children. We will bring you details of these stories and more in a moment. Many thanks for joining us. We begin the news this afternoon with Nigeria's leader, President Bola Tinubu, who has urged Nigerian Muslims to emulate the virtues of Prophet Muhammad as they celebrate Eid al-Maulud. The president, in a statement by spokesman Ajurin Gelale, said, beyond celebrating the day marking the birthday of the Holy Prophet, the period should be used for deep introspection and fervent prayers. Urging religious leaders to use the period to pray for the country, Tinubu charged them to admonish their followers to take the appropriate lessons from Prophet Muhammad's life in their commitment to the country. President Tinubu also urged Muslims celebrating the Maulid festival to extend their hand of fellowship to the needy and vulnerable in the spirit of the season, while praying for the country and leaders at all levels. In a related development, political leaders in the country, including state governors and the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, have congratulated Muslims on the occasion of this year's Eid al-Maulud celebration. In their respective message to the Muslim faithful on the occasion commemorating the birth of Prophet Muhammad, the leaders urged them to pray for the peace and prosperity of the country. From the Green Chambers, the Senate has confirmed the appointment of Yemi Kadaso as the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN governor and 4 others as deputy governors of the Apex Bank. The confirmation follows a screening by the upper legislative body. The deputy governors who were confirmed include Usara Mohammed Dajito, Philip Ikazo, and Bala Bello. During the screening, the confirmed governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Olayemi Kadaso, promised that his administration will inculcate a culture of compliance into the Apex Bank by adhering strictly to the CBN Act 2007. From the Green Chambers, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, has declared 2 seats vacant and called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to organize by-elections for the concerned federal constituencies. The 2 seats became vacant following the appointment of Tanko Sunono and Olubomi Tunjojo as the Minister of State for Education and Minister of Interior, respectively, by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The decision to declare the seats vacant followed the reading of their resignation letters at a plenary session. Recall that Tunjojo was elected to represent the Akoko Northeast and Akoko Northwest federal constituency of Ondo State, while Sunono was elected to represent the Yerishanta Ngashki federal constituency of Kebbi State. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives has also called for an investigation into the activities of Smith Engineering Company Limited over its alleged failure to execute a 3.2 billion naira contract awarded to it by the Niger Delta Development Commission in 2016. The resolution was passed following the adoption of a motion on the need to complete the shore protection project at Ibano Local Government Area and other Niger Delta Development Commission projects abandoned in Eket Ona, Esreket, Ibanov Federal Constituency of Akwa Ibom State. The House said the contract was awarded at the sum of 3.29 billion naira, out of which 1.64 billion naira, representing 50% of the contract sum, had been paid to the contractor to enable it to move to site. The House mandated its committee on the NDDC to ensure that the project was completed and report back within 4 weeks before the legislative actions. We move to the judiciary, where the Secretary Governorship Election Petition Tribunal has fixed September 30th, 2023 to deliver judgment on the suit challenging the election of Governor Ahmed Aliyu. Secretary of the Election Petitions Tribunal, Sunday Martin, said judgment in the petition marked will be delivered on Saturday by 9 a.m. Recall that the tribunal had in August reserved judgment in the petition against the governor and his deputy Idris Gobier, filed by Sadi Omar of the People's Democratic Party, of alleged non-qualification and electoral fraud during the March 18 governorship election. The tribunal's chairman, Justice Haruna Michilia, reserved judgment after the parties adopted their final written addresses, adding that a date would be communicated to the parties in September. And back here, Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Omoyna has reaffirmed the resolve of his administration to chart a course for Akwa Ibom youths in entrepreneurship, with a charge on them to maintain consistency and resilience as fundamentals to prosperity. The governor gave the assurances while addressing the 2023 Ibom Ignite conference tagged Stretch, My Story, My Business, held at Ibom Leadership and Entrepreneurial Development Center, Ibom-led Ibeweyo. The governor lauded the ingenuity of the organizers of the Ibom Ignite conference and the Ibom lead team for creating the platforms to create genius out of Akwa Ibom youths. He said Akwa Ibom youths deserve more than being treated as mere tools in the hands of politicians to be used and discarded after achieving their wishes, noting that the intent of the Ibom Ignite project matches the goals of the Arise agenda, which he recalled were part of his campaign promises to the people. Speaking on the essence of the program, the chairman of Ibom Ignite Planning Committee, Pastor Imobasi Jacob, said Ibom Ignite was birthed in 2017 as a non-profit visionary program by Pastor Omoyna out of a desire to salvage the trend of endless waiting for ready-made jobs by unemployed graduates.
To thank who drove this vision is the chairman of the planning committee. There could be that benefit for everyone. If we bring 2 Harvard professors here, they can teach 100 people. They can teach 200 people. And that is the spirit. So that we can have the economy of scale. Rather than send one person with 20 million, 50 million to Harvard Business School, let's spend 50 million and bring Harvard Business School to touch our young people. That is the concept. So we hope and trust God that this place will be a center of excellence. I believe that we should have government business, the business of governance. We should not just